Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be planting grass all day. I really don't know what's going on with this Prairie Dropseed, but I guess it's going on with this too. They're getting white at the tips and dying back. All the potted stuff and even these. Yet the garden stuff is doing just fine, and these plugs are doing just fine. This is Prairie Dropseed, just like that. So I really need to just get these in the ground. So I think I'm going to concentrate on the Prairie Dropseed in the plugs in the ground today. And my purple lovegrass, I got the one more flat to do, but it seems to be doing fine. And even if this stuff dries out completely, it still seems to do fine. So that can wait. The buffalo grass can wait. This is the stuff I wanted to grow the most, and last year this happened as well, but I believe I put them all in pots last year. So all of them did bad like this, and none of them lived. So I'm going to plant this stuff in the front gardens. I'm going to take the choicest ones and get those in the best places first, work my way through those gardens, and then I'll plant it back in here. I killed some grass for places to put it right there, and other places throughout the Prairie Restoration. I don't know how the sound is doing. This fan's kind of loud, but alright, I guess we'll take this flat and probably that last one there. Start with those and get everything in the ground today. So that's probably all I'll be able to do today, so I guess I'll title this video Planting the Prairie Dropseed. And the thing is, this Prairie Dropseed, if you can ever get it growing, gets 2 feet wide. 2 feet wide and 2 feet tall. It makes like a perfect dome of really fine grass. It's just gorgeous, but for some reason it does not like me. But these all look fine. I think these will do good if I get them in the ground today. I got the right size auger for it. As soon as I run out of tags for them, though, I'll have to make more tags, and that takes a while. So it's probably going to end up like yesterday. I might get 3 flats in the ground and then have to make more tags. Or actually, I only got 2 in the ground, and then I had to make more tags. But yesterday I did a 72 flat, so it's quite a bit more than these. So what else do I need? Oh, fertilizer and peat, the drill, and my water, and that's about it. And then with any luck, I'll get this stuff in the pots in as well. But I'm not going to bet on it. Alright, I got to get some peat in there and load it up. Alright, got my fertilizer and fertilizer for the water, drill, peat, water, and my plants. That is all I need. I can move pretty quick with these plugs. This is my limiting factor right here, running out of those. But with something like this, these can take 3 to 5 years to fully mature. And next year, I don't want to spray these with glyphosate or do anything else to kill them next year. So I gotta mark everything good until it gets a bit larger. Once it gets a bit older, they're real easy to see. These will have like a crown in the middle. So not a problem then. But the first year or two, they're going to be hard to identify, and I really don't want to kill them. So I got everything I need. Let's get these in the ground. All right, it's a little windy, so hopefully my audio is fine. I put stakes in the ground. I had to measure all these. I could just guess with the Bluestem, but these get pretty big, so I wanted to measure it out. This is actually a bit tight when it's close to some of this stuff, because they both get really big, but in the end, that's what I want. If these get a little bit too big while these are still babies, I'll just hedge this stuff, cut the leaves back and give my grasses some light. I do have a bindweed problem in this garden, and I'm not sure if it's from actual morning glory. Bindweed is like a wild morning glory, and we grew morning glory on these poles way back when, so it may actually be from us. It's just morning glory that got out of hand. This is the bluestem that was planted a couple days ago, and it's already reacting really well to being planted. This one was sickly, so I'm not sure if it'll make it, but all the other ones are doing really well, except for the ones that were sickly to start with. Yeah, look at how big that is. That definitely wasn't that big in the greenhouse. So I'm hoping the same thing happens with the Prairie Dropseed. So this stuff's been sprayed, it's going away. And then, like I said yesterday, I got an arc of 3 of them going up that way, 1 down here. I don't want to get them right in the center here because this is a drainage ditch, a functional drainage ditch, but I want the plants on both sides to arc over it. This is going to be a mixture of June grass and purple love grass out by the road, and then the Prairie Dropseed all along the front there. So I just got to figure out which ones, some are marking grass that I planted the other day, and some are marking what I got to plant today, but not too hard to figure that out. So I will be doing a lot of weeding by hand this year, but I really don't mind doing that. I just get a cup of coffee in the morning and start weeding. All right, let's get to it. I got about a half a dozen in, and just tons of noise and people walking by and stuff. This whole COVID thing has a lot of people heading out to the country. There's people around here that have country homes, and everybody's out walking and jogging and stuff. It's never ever been like this the entire time we've lived here. Just tons of people. Well, and the woman down at the end started jogging last year, so she's out like 3-4 times a day. And it's Memorial Day, so I couldn't really film, but I'm going to get back to it now. I'm not really sure what's going to go on with the weather, but it's supposed to rain today at some point. Scattered thunderstorms, so I might get stopped at any time now. You can see I added a few more. That one there, a couple down there, and a couple down at the end. All the places where the stick is laying on the ground still has to have one put in, so these ducks are just going crazy, learning how to fly. Pretty interesting. All right, I'm going to get back at it. The wind is picking up now, and it could start raining at any time. Alright, I have all of the holes dug and I have everything amended, and when I get back from lunch I will pour water in all of them and then come back to the first one and start planting again. I think I might use up everything that I have here and have to go get another one, but I still have 2 more and everything in pots, so I will definitely make it into the further area down there. And actually I'll probably, after this, well, after these are planted, I'll start planting on that other side. And then I have a couple that I want to get in certain places here and there, so I'll get those in right away. So let me get some lunch. Hopefully it won't start raining. It's been threatening the whole time. I feel a drop here and there, but so far nothing. So let me get something to eat and get back to this. Okay, done with the lunch. I went to the greenhouse to get these last 2 flats. I don't think I'll be getting them both in, but anyways, it is super hot in there. It's a little bit over 100 degrees. Everything was wilted and turning white, and I had to pull everything out of there, so hopefully it didn't damage all the stuff in the pots. I don't think so. It wasn't that bad when I went to lunch, but the sun stayed out of the clouds for long enough to get it really hot in there, and the fan couldn't keep up. Luckily, I'll be getting this stuff in the ground as soon as possible. Okay, I have what's left here, and there is 2, 4, 6 of them, and then I put in the rest of the stakes. So it goes this way, thins out a little bit, and then a patch of them over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to get done today. It depends on how long it takes to make the stakes, but I'll have the majority of it done by the time I have this done, so all is well. Alright, let's start getting this stuff in the ground. Okay, that's it. Not quite sure how many I got in the ground, but I'm not sure how well you can see it, but maybe half of what you see as far as the tags. Well, actually, it's more than that. There wasn't all that much little bluestem, and it's mostly in the back because it's taller. Everything in the front and all of this is Prairie Dropseed. I believe this is the end of it besides the pots. Everything in the pots is looking pretty sickly because it got so hot in the greenhouse a little bit ago, but that'll probably come back. Natalie took Blue for a ride on this loop up here and came up into the back of the pasture and then turned around and went back. But she said that there's a new tree down from the storm we had 2 days ago. We weren't actually here when it happened, but I guess it was pretty windy here. So I'm going to take the gator down on this loop, down to the end of the road, down into the woods, and then I'll pop up right here, see if I find any trees across the road, and then I got to get this stuff watered. We're supposed to have rain overnight, but they've said that for the last couple nights and nothing. This is getting hard and cracked. So I got to get all of these seedlings and the buffalo grass watered in, and then I can take a break. So let's go see if there's any trees down. Alright, I came back here to show you. I'm not sure what these are, if these are a crossbreed or something. They're trilliums, but they're like a pinkish color. But I planted red trillium just down from the bluebells. The bluebells are right over there. I'll show you them too. And this is the first year that I've actually saw it. That's pretty cool. That is a red trillium. And these shorter, I don't know what to call them, bicolor or variegated, I don't know what the hell they're called, but they kind of look like they're hybrids or something. I just got to remember not to spray down here. We are in the shade of all the big trees down here, so there's not a lot of need for it. Got some maidenhair fern down here. There's a patch of maidenhair right over here. Yeah, right in the middle of the grass there. That's pretty cool. And here's the bluebells. Can't remember how much I planted, but it was nowhere near this much. You could still see the flag in there from when I planted it. And there's the maidenhair fern in amongst the grass. This was woods just 3 years ago, I started the Oak Savanna project, clearing these woods and exposing the big Oak Savanna trees. There's 5 of them here, one that's dead right there, and I replanted several up here, and there's another real big one over that way. But eventually this will all be back to native grass and native wildflowers. It's going to be an awesome area. Alright, if you want to see the progress here, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video or give it a like, it helps us out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.